G'day, this is Hulk the toy hauler, one that you can put motorbikes and surfboards and all that sort of stuff in it. Start off with the hitch, just normal tow ball hitch, your normal trailer hitch. We've got two chains, just unhooked there, obviously left chain goes to the right side, right to the left. There is a camera set up on this, but we don't run the cameras unless it's a long hire. It's just too hard to try and run camera systems through people's cars for a weekend or a week trip. Again, we've got breakaway, as we do in all the trailers. That hooks onto the back of your car. And with this one here, we've got three plugs. So we've got a 7-pin trailer plug, runs all your electric brakes and your lights through that. We've got one Edison plug which charges the batteries. You don't really need that, but if you've got it, we do run it. And the other one is for your fridge, so we can run the fridge while your car's driving. So most people normally only have one Anderson plug if they've got any. So we can plug that in and you can run the fridge while you're driving. But as with all the vans, you don't really need the fridge running while you're driving unless you're doing massive kilometres and driving every day consistently. Most of the time, fridges are just like an esky. Once they're cold, they'll stay cold. So if you're only going to a caravan park or something like that, it's fine. Or to your bike event or something like that. And then once you get there, obviously you can plug it in a gas system and run it on gas. Jockey wheels at the back here. We've got one holder point here, so you just undo that. Once it's hooked on the vehicle, lift the jockey wheel right up, put it back on, and that's fine. That's just our electric brake unit. So when you don't have your own electric brakes, we can plug adapters into that. You can hire that from us as well as an extra, and that sort of gets you going. If you haven't got electric brakes, it'll work just like you do if you had one in the car. So that's good. On the front here, we've also got a tap, and on this side here, we've got our water inlet. So on some of the vans are at the further back, but at this van it's at the front, so you plug your water in there. That's about it for another drawbar. In here we've got our toolbox. You've got gas storage in here. So we've got two gas bottles in here. It's can only have one gas bottle hooked up at a time. So we run a 9 kilo bottle in there, and we've also got a 4.5 kilo just in case that one 9 kilo runs out for whatever the reason. We've always got a little 4.5 kilo backup, which is more than enough for most times. It's just in there. I like to keep it spare so that way we don't have any people going on holidays and unfortunately running out of gas or something like that. Our hoses are all stored in here, and this just here is our diesel tank for our diesel heater that we've got in this van as well. Coming around this side, here we've got a toolbox, either generator slide, or we do have Anderson plug where we can put fridges and that sort of stuff in there. It just depends on what you're doing. There is a fridge inside, like I said, but sometimes people want to have an extra beer fridge, drinks fridge, whatever it is, especially if you're out motorbike riding. Obviously the kids and that, you need a lot of drinks, so sometimes people just like to have a fridge in here for that reason. We just sort of store our chocks in here, our brace for doing our stands, our 4 stabilizer stands, and our bag with all our goods, so like your pegs and your guy ropes and your hooks for your awning, that sort of stuff. That's all stored in there. Same as with all the other vans, you want to set your van up level with your ramps. Being a single axle, you only generally need one ramp, so you either set it up left or right with your level that's on the front there, and then once it comes off the vehicle, up and down for forward and back levels as well. In this van here, we tend to set this one up a little bit to the right, just slight fall to the right, because we've got a drain point in the shower on the right hand side, and that just helps drain the shower out a little bit easier.